$100K for the contract.
Yeah. So my profit total over the 5 years is about 150.
150.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
As of today, you've now won 5 contracts.
Correct. This morning I got awarded my 5th one. I think it was like 375,000, and my profit on that one was my most profitable one because I just went out on a limb. With that one, I'm making about 50K a year.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I had a deal with my wife, and I told her if I could guarantee the same amount of money per month that I'm making salary-wise, then I'll resign. And she said, well, if you could show me the money, then we're okay with me resigning.
Yeah. Oh, man. So you did the 5-day in July. It's October right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 months later, you resigned from your job.
I did.
Wow.
Yo, don't click away. Oh yeah, you can't, because it's me, Wes Fisher. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the content that you're watching. I want to let you know, literally guys, I'm just a real dude. I was a school teacher for 8 years before I got into government contracting. I've been awarded 14 government contracts at the recording of this video. I've been awarded over 2.5 million, but it's not about me anymore. It's about my students. In the past 12 months, my students have been awarded over $5 million in contracts. So listen, if you want to learn how to get started on sam.gov, you want to learn how to actually get started bidding on the platform, then go ahead. Click the link below. You can find out more about the mentorship program. You can book a call with me and my team. We can see if we can help you. We can see if you're a good fit for us and if we're a good fit for you. So go ahead and do that. As you can see, people are having a lot of success. We got people making anywhere from 10K a month to even upwards of 80 to 100K a month because they're following a proven system. All right, guys, I'll let you get back to the video. Peace.
The computer. All right, so we are here for another Wednesday Winner Circle. So let's go. Let's get into it. I'm excited. We got Mr. William here, Jermaine William. And I'm just going to tell him, bro, first of all, before we even give him the good news, because you just shocked me, before we give him the good news, tell the people about yourself and who you are. And actually, put this on TikTok as well. Okay. Tell people about yourself.
Cool. So I'm just a average standard. I consider myself a normal run-of-the-mill guy. I was a government employee for maybe about 11, 12 years. Scrolling through TikTok, for the funny videos, and all of a sudden, somehow, I came across Wes's video about government contracting, and I was like, what is that? That looks interesting, because I worked in the government, so I was curious. I'm like, well, what is this? And I watched some more videos, and next thing I know, I was watching your YouTube videos, and I said, oh, let me check this out. So I saw one of your links about...
What did you do in the government? What did you do for your career?
Specifically, I was in law enforcement for the feds.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, but I enjoyed working for the government, but I don't think anything beats being your own boss, deciding how much money you're gonna write yourself. So yeah, I was just scrolling on TikTok one day. I ran across one of your videos. I don't even know how I got into my algorithm, but it did. I'm glad it did. And I signed up for your 5-day. I believe it was the end of July. The end of July.
Yeah, the last one of July.
Yeah. And then even then, I'll be honest, even after I took the 5-day course, I was still a little bit skeptical. I said, because that's just my personality. I'm always I need to see the proof, and I need to see the proof in the pudding. I just kept pushing myself to, give it a legit shot, give government contracting a real shot. So I think I took maybe 3 weeks, and I just dived into it. I mean, I was watching videos, I was submitting even before I knew what to submit. I was just submitting.
That's good.
And all of a sudden I won the first one, and I said, okay.
So you took the 5-day in July, and then you won your first one. How many days later? How?
I won my first one at the end of August.
At the end of August, so a month later, won your first contract.
Yeah, it was the last week of August.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Tell the people, how many proposals did you submit before you won that first one? Because people always know that.
That's actually something I've been keeping track of. I've been trying to hold myself accountable to submit as many as I can. But when I won my first contract, I was probably, I say maybe 5 or 6 proposals I submitted. At that point. Yeah, that was it.
That's great. That's great. You know, I always tell people like 1 in 10, 1 in 15.
Yeah.
You said you submitted about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And you won your first contract a month later.
Yep.
So would you say the coaching was pretty good?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You definitely laid enough groundwork. I mean, you always have to put in your own work too, you know, but you laid enough of the foundation for me to get to going from there. So to you for that. I appreciated that because so I did resign from my job.
Did you? You resigned for your job? Now, did you resign after one of your first contract?
No, I resigned 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, good. Because we got more contracts to talk about. Okay.
Yeah.
So you did resign from your job. Why'd you resign from your
job? Because I had a deal with my wife, and I told her if I could guarantee the same amount of money per month that I'm making salary-wise, then I'll resign. And she said, well, if you could show me the money, then we're okay with me resigning.
Yeah. Oh, man. So you did the 5-day in July. It's October right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 months later, you resigned from your job.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a scary one, but I said, if I'm gonna give it up, then I gotta really go all in.
My man. And here, I want to put a disclaimer out for everyone. We got more contracts to talk about. He didn't just win one. Yeah. He's actually won 5 contracts as of today. So I want to be the disclaimer because we always say like, oh, I'm gonna go quit my job. I'm gonna quit my job. It's like what you did, and I love that you did that. You told your wife that when I replace my income with this government contracting business, I'm out. I'm out the door. I'm quitting that job.
And I mean, like I said, and I've been working for the government for about 11 years maybe. So my salary was, you know, I was making a little over 6 figures. So it was kind of a big step for us. But it worked out.
That's the title of this video. Replace his 6-figure job in 5 months. Thank you for the title of the video. All right, real quick, if you don't mind sharing, what was the first contract for? What was the award amount and what was it for?
So the first contract I won was for landscaping. It was for landscaping at a cemetery. And I was so nervous about working that one because obviously I didn't know anything about landscaping except my own yard. Yeah. And, so
where do you live, by the way? You live in what state and where was it located?
I live in Texas.
You live in Texas, and the contract is when?
That contract was in Arkansas.
Arkansas. Let me ask you a question. Did you cut the grass or touch the grass at all in Arkansas?
Never. I don't even cut my own grass.
You didn't hop on a plane and fly to Arkansas and cut the grass?
Not at all. Not at all.
Interesting.
Not at all.
So how much was the contract for? I know it's probably like 6 months out of the year, probably type of deal.
No, so it's actually for 12 months, but it's great. It's like multiple grass cuttings per month, and the chemicals that they put on the grass, like fertilizer and pre-emergent. So it's a monthly deal.
Nice, my God. What was the award amount?
It was about 112, 115. I think 115. Yeah, I think
115,000.
115,000 for 12 months.
Is it 5 year or 1 year?
No, that's 1 year.
1 year. How much is your profit? If you mind me sharing.
My profit. Well, no. Correction. So the 112 is per year. Yeah, it's 112 per year. 112 to 115 per year. I don't know exactly.
One of those numbers. Yeah,
it's one of those. And then it's and then whatever that is times 5. But
like 500.
My profit for
over
sure.
500K for the contract.
Yeah. So my profit total over the 5 years is about 150.
150.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Over 5 years, 150K. So it's a $500,000 contract, but your profit over the next 5 years, 150,000.
Correct.
That's pretty nice. Like, oh my God, man. And you submitted 5 or 6 proposals, give or take.
Yeah, give or take. It's probably, to be honest, probably a little less because at the beginning I submitted that one and I was kind of waiting. I was kind of in a limbo.
So you did what I always tell people not to do. So you submitted and you was like, I'm gonna wait and see what happened.
Exactly.
Okay. So you really could be a lot faster. You really could have a lot more. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the first one, and I'm gonna tell people right now. The long story short, you as of today, you've now won 5 contracts.
Correct. This morning I got awarded my 5th one.
And it's October 2023. You got your 5th contract. Started this in July. All right. I don't know where to start. What was the second one for? The third one, the 4th one? What were they for? Just out of curiosity.
So I'll give a quick rundown. So the second one was for ice machine maintenance at a hospital in California. That one was for, I think, total, I think it was like 375,000. And my profit on that one was my most profitable one because I just went out on a limb. And with that one, I'm making about 50K a year.
Let's go.
Yeah. So that one was actually pretty. That one sealed the deal for me for sure.
That right there, he was like, okay, honey, I ain't going to work no more. This is it.
Yeah, and actually that one, the ice machine maintenance one, I won about, I think it was like 4 or 5 days after the landscaping one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they came in like back to back.
Nice.
After the ice machine one, it was like a concrete asphalt roller.
What is that? A machine or just the process?
It's a piece of construction equipment, and it's a rental, so it's leased to the Air Force, some Air Force base in Nebraska, I think. Yeah, Nebraska.
Somewhere in Nebraska. That's the hold on, stop real quick. That's the beautiful thing about the middleman concept that people don't understand. Yeah. Like, we're doing the middleman concept, right? So you didn't go to California, you didn't go to Arkansas, you don't even know where the base is in Nebraska because you physically don't have to be there.
Exactly.
Right? And it took you some belief to realize, like, is that legit? There's no way this is real, that you can be at home and actually win these contracts and not physically go there. And bro, people don't believe me when I say like, oh, I got landscaping in Oregon. No, I mean Washington. I really don't know because I don't remember. Like, how would I know? Like, exactly. I don't remember where it's at. Yeah. So you got a base that you're renting what to at the Air Force?
It's an asphalt roller, so it's basically to keep the runway smooth and so it's construction equipment. Yeah,
that's dope.
And that one wasn't too much because I think they only rented it for about 6 months out of the year, and I think the total contract was like 50 grand.
Okay,
and my profit on that is about like 20K.
That's perfect. That's great. That's perfect. Okay, that's three. What's the fourth one?
And then the fourth one was for. So this is when I watched more and more of your videos, and I said, well, let me just try something. And if it doesn't work, then I'll go back to working the regular service-based contracts. So this one was actually for a product-based.
Ooh, let's go. Okay.
And it's for medical refrigerators, and it's like the ones where they keep like vaccines and stuff in. So they're really expensive.
Okay. And
so that one I actually won last week, and that one was for $140,000.
Okay.
And they got delivered today, which is a good thing. And so my profit on that was about 37,000.
37,000 for one delivery. Now here's a question: with products, did you have to pay for it?
No, I didn't have 100.
You was able to get a net 30?
Yes. So I initially the company didn't offer it, but I had to. You had
to negotiate. You got to put that work in.
You got to put the work in, and then they offered net 30, and they got delivered today.
So people who are listening who don't know what that is. So the beautiful thing I always tell people is start with service-based first, right? Like the landscaping, like the janitorial, like all those different things, because the sub has to go out there and do the work first, right? And then once they do the work, they send you a bill. You got 30 days to pay them. That's called net 30. Now, products sometimes is not always like that. Sometimes with a product, it's like they not shipping this huge, expensive $100,000 piece of equipment off your whim. Like, hey, just send it to you. I got the money. And they don't have net 30, but you negotiated with them. You talked to them. You figured it out, and they was cool with actually paying them after delivery. Is that what you got?
Correct. And that was like my maybe fourth or fifth company, because not a lot of companies made them, and all of them told me no except this company.
Get out of here.
Yeah. That's
dope. That's dope, man. This is dope, bro. You rocking, man. You killing it.
Well, I tell you what, I still don't believe it. So that's how crazy it is to me.
Well, you put your resignation letter in 2 weeks ago, right?
No, so I put it in a month ago. But I gave them a 2-week notice, so I've been out 2 weeks.
So you've been done, like you worked 11 years with the government.
Correct.
Doing what you did.
Right.
2 weeks ago, you walked away. You now don't go to work.
Not at all.
You got kids?
I do. I got 3.
What ages?
I got a 9-year-old, I got a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Wow. So 9-year-old, 5-year-old, 1-year-old. No, that's important. We got to help some people out, because some people, they think they're too busy to do this. So you had a full-time job. Yep. You got the wife, you got the 9-year-old, you got the 5-year-old, you got the 1-year-old. How did you find time to do this?
Well, if you take Wes's 5-day course, you realize you don't need that much time.
Hey man.
You And to be honest, I work nights because I prefer working nights because I was able to spend the actual day with my kids because at night they're asleep and my wife's asleep. So I work nights, and during the day I would just, if I had something to do, I would just force myself to stay awake. So with government contracting, I would get off work, come home, change clothes, go gym, come back, and put in maybe an hour or two into the government contracting, and go back to sleep and go to work and do all over again.
That's it. That's all it took. So an hour or two in the evening, make some phone calls, make a list, all that good stuff, and then keep it moving. You're testing. Now, how many have you? So I know you just won your 5th one today, right?
Yes, I just won my 5th one this morning.
And what was that for?
That one was for 4 forklift rentals.
4 forklift rentals. Where at?
That one is actually in Omaha.
Okay. That's what's up. Okay. And you know how much money you're gonna make on that one?
Yeah. So that one's actually, I'm not making that. Well, to me, it's a lot of money. I'm making about 11 grand off that one, but it's only for 7 weeks that they're renting it, the forklifts. But I mean, 11 grand for me, my kids will go crazy over 11 grand. So
I was about to say, you starting to get bougie now. You're gonna make 11 grand over 7 weeks. You're like, well, it's kind of like, it's not a lot of money. It ain't 6 figures, but you're gonna make 11 grand for some. You said forklift rentals.
Yeah, for forklift rentals
in Nebraska that you're never gonna see, never gonna touch. They're gonna be there for 7 weeks. You're gonna make $11,000.
Yep.
Hey man, government contracting. It's enough said. It ain't much more I can say about the opportunity of government contracting. Like, come on now, where is that opportunity at? People want to get. And again, I'm not knocking. I got a lot of friends in Amazon and Airbnb and all that different stuff. I'm not knocking that stuff, but government contracting opportunity, bro, it's different.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely life changing, and it's one of those things where, for example, like real estate, I think everybody knows you can make money in real estate if you get into it.
Everybody knows that, yeah.
But I think for government contracting, not a lot of people know about it, and then once they do hear about it, I don't think they know the benefits of it.
No, this man left his job after 4 months of doing government contracting. You were making 6 figures with your current job.
Yeah.
You matched what you were making with your current job. Your wife said, go for it. Go do it.
Yeah. And then over the next year, I'll surpass my old salary by a bit. So
yeah, I like hearing goals, man. So like, let's say, so I know this end of this year is going to come in soon. You're going to probably finish it with, good 6 figures in profit. Cool.
Yeah.
So next year, what's your goal? What's your goal net income? Like, what's your goal for next year?
To be honest, my goal is to stay above 6 figures. That's my goal, and that doesn't mean I'm going to stop there. But once I hit it, then I feel a little more comfortable, more safe, I should say. But I'm definitely going past that for sure.
That's what's up, and you will, man. Just rinse and repeat. You got my proven system. You attend my training. You got the proven system. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I was telling people today, because I'm doing a 5-day right now, and I was telling people that government contracting, the reason it's such a great opportunity is because it's not sexy. It's not like Toro with the Lamborghinis and the nice cars. It's not Airbnb with the $1 million properties. It's not sexy. It's boring. It don't look good. There's nothing to take pictures of. You're not about to be out here and showing your contract. Like, hey, y'all, look at my contract. It's so sexy. You're going to be like, what the heck is that? They don't care, right? But it's very lucrative. And people don't know. It's just doing the boring things every day. Calling the subs, getting the quote, finding the opportunity, calling the sub, getting the quote, finding the opportunity, submit a proposal. So now, July through October, how many proposals have you submitted total, would you say?
Ooh, so after I won that, I think after I won the second contract, I realized that I don't need to wait around to win them anymore on the results of them.
Good point.
So I started picking it up big time. And I think I have a list, but I think I'm up to probably about 40 or 50,
submitted?
Somewhere around. Yeah.
That's great. 40 submitted proposals. You've won 5.
Yeah. And actually, I was doing the calculations last night earlier this morning preparing for this. And I think there's about, out of the 40 minus the 5 that I won, I think there's about 25 that haven't been awarded yet.
Yeah.
That's still pending.
Yep. That's the beautiful thing. I always tell people, and now that you realize, okay, Wesley, I should still keep submitting even though I won. It's like, I promise you, bro, it's gonna be like Christmas. Like, it'd be like Christmas. Like, I'll sit at home and I get an email and I just get a notification on my phone. So and so contracting officer, send me an email. I'm like, oh snap, what is it for? Yep. Open the email and you don't even remember submitting it because it could be a month ago.
Exactly.
Right? Like the one that you won today. When did you submit that one?
I don't even remember when I submitted it. I had to look back.
That's my point. Right?
To be honest, I didn't even remember working it. I had to go back into my little folder. Like, oh, okay, now I remember.
Bro, that's how it is. I'm telling you, everybody's like that. And the same with me. Like, I got so many out there that this is a tip. This is a bonus tip to everyone listening. I got so many out there that I couldn't even tell you like what's out there because I don't remember. I just submit. And then when you get that email that comes in like a month from now or 2 months from now, it's a beautiful thing. And this is a lesson for people that people think like, oh, if I submit, the due date was on Monday, I should find out by Friday. Nah, the government don't work that way. Nah. You might submit on a Monday and you might not get an award letter for 3 months. So like you said, you got 25 still cooking. You got 25 you still waiting to hear from.
Exactly.
That's another probably 4 or 5 that you're gonna have either by the end of this year or early into next year.
I'm ready.
You ready for it?
Hopefully so, I'm ready.
You know what? I want to touch on one more thing real quick. I always tell people, because this is the next level, you're almost getting to the next level, that I always tell people that, honestly, I hate to use the word easy, but honestly, you're going to realize that winning them, that's the easy part.
Yeah, it is.
This is for you to understand. This is for you. This is a lesson for you. Like, you're going to get to the point that, oh, okay, if I put out 20 proposals, I win 2 contracts. Okay, well, then I can win 2 contracts whenever I want. Correct. So now make sure you start double and triple your pricing. Be aggressive, man. I know you are. You're making good money on all your opportunities, but keep that in mind. Like, win them to make money. Don't win them to just like get by. Don't like, oh, I'm gonna go put $5,000 on top. I know you don't do that because you did good, but some people, they'll just go put $5,000 on top just so they can win. And it's like, you got this $100,000 contract you making $5,000 on. What's the point? Then you got to manage it. You got to fulfill it. It's like, the game starts when you win these bad boys, and now you know that winning them is kind of the easy part. So go win them, and then you can start managing them and fulfilling them. So,
thank you. And I just want to give a quick message to anybody that may be on, I guess, in limbo of taking your 5-day course.
Okay.
I think without your course, it's really difficult to find. I think, and I don't want to say impossible because I don't think anything is impossible, but it's difficult to get that foundation to even get started. So I think your course is more than necessary to get started, but enough to get you going once you get past that 5th day. So that's just a little something I learned along the way.
I appreciate that. Yeah, just being on to find the opportunities, right? Knowing how to find the opportunities. A lot of people don't break that stuff down. You just hear sam.gov, and in my 5-day, I'm like, no, click search, click here, boom, 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 right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. What other tips, man? I don't want this to go too long because I'm gonna put this on YouTube here shortly. But what other tips do you want to share for anyone? If you got anything else you want to share? I mean, you won 5 contracts. You've been awarded. I mean, total award. You've been awarded what? I mean, total awards has got to be close to $1 million, right?
It's close to $1 million. I think it's around like $600,000-700,000.
Yeah, $600,000-700,000. That's what it sounds like. About $700,000. So
yeah,
I always got to update my tracker real quick. I always tell people that in the last 12 months. My students have been awarded over 22 million. And it's like, whenever I say that, as soon as I say it, I got to update it because I didn't know you even had 5 contracts. I thought you had 2. And you come on here like, I got 5. I'm like, okay. So now we're probably closer. I think I said 22 plus. So I think we're closer to like 25 million for students awarded. Cause we also had another student, Derek, shout out to Derek. He's not here right now, but he won a contract last night as well. That's 6 figures. So anyway, man, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think one of the most important tips that I learned, especially at the beginning, is don't worry about making mistakes with the proposals, because I submitted so many at the beginning where I was getting responses from contracting officers telling me, hey, you missed this, you missed that, hey, your math is wrong, this is wrong. and I think that was so beneficial to me at the beginning, because at the beginning my goal was to just submit, and I really wasn't learning the contracts. And then after a while I realized that most contracts are similar, but you know, like even during your 5-day course, I was seeing you scroll through the solicitation so fast. I'm like, that's insane. And now I feel like I'm close to that, you know. But yeah, I think So don't be afraid to make the mistakes, but you need to submit. I think because I was getting stuck on working the proposal instead of submitting. But yeah, that's just my little tip.
Man, that's my man. I tell people all the time, most of the proposals are copy and paste. That's why people see me scroll so quick. They like, and once you realize that, oh, it's 80 pages, but 75 pages was copy and paste. Oh, bet it's game. Once you get that, bro, it's game over. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. It's bet. It's easy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams. Well, hey, man. I really appreciate you, man. I wish you the most success. You know, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'd love to have you back on a couple months from now. We'll do an update. We'll do an update video maybe next year. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Like, man, that left his job in 4 months, and what's he doing 5 months from now? So we'll do an update a couple months early next year, and I'll talk to you then, man. You know how to reach me, man. So we'll talk soon.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Have a good night. All right.
Thank you for having me on. You have a great night.
All right, no problem. All right, peace.
Yo, don't click away. Oh yeah, you can't, because it's me, Wes Fisher. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the content that you're watching. I want to let you know, literally guys, I'm just a real dude. I was a school teacher for 8 years before I got into government contracting. I've been awarded 14 government contracts at the recording of this video. I've been awarded over 2.5 million, but it's not about me anymore. It's about my students. In the past 12 months, my students have been awarded over $5 million in contracts. So listen, if you want to learn how to get started on sam.gov, you want to learn how to actually get started bidding on the platform, then go ahead, click the link below. You can find out more about the mentorship program. You can book a call with me and my team. We can see if we can help you. We can see if you're a good fit for us and if we're a good fit for you. So go ahead and do that. As you can see, people are having a lot of success. We got people making anywhere from 10K a month to even upwards of 80 to 100K a month because they're following a proven system. All right, guys, I'll let you get back to the video. Peace.